I'm Nathan.
And I'm Dina.
And we are Blue Notes News. Hi, Dina.
Hi, Nathan.
How are you?
I'm good.
So we both had busy weekends, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Separate but busy.
Yes. Yeah, we were both out of town a little
Yeah, it was nice though. It's always nice to get away and just not be in your space for a couple of days.
Yeah, that was definitely nice.
And then I'm always ready to get back to my space though. I'm like, okay, I want to get back home now. But I'm done.
I could have stayed away a little bit longer.
I could have
We
too.
only went away for one night.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. We did two nights.
Yeah.
And I even said to Jerry, I was like, I really wish we would have done one more.
Yeah.
And then just come back on Monday.
Yeah.
But it's fine. I mean, we had a good time. And
Yeah.
We went
relax. To St. Pete for Yankees game.
Yeah,
at Tampa
your
Bay
picture
Rays.
was good.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, except our team lost.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
But we did get to see Aaron Judge make a home run.
Oh, nice.
So I think he's not done that before when we've been at games.
Okay.
So that was really cool.
That is cool.
And then my favorite player, Giancarlo Stanton, he was not in the lineup, and then all of a sudden in like the 7th inning they brought him in as a pinch hitter, and everybody went crazy because
oh my gosh, that's
all the
awesome.
ladies love him.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's awesome.
At least I do. I don't know.
Well, we went to Panama City Beach up in the Panhandle, and it was crazy because it was still spring break for, the waitress at the restaurant said it was because of people from Atlanta, because Atlanta was on spring break. So I guess like Fulton County or whatever.
Yeah.
And so everybody just came down there because it's close. But, so it was wild. Like the roads were wild. There were people walking everywhere. Like it was craziness, but it was fine. We hung out in the condo. We walked instead of trying to drive through it all, which was good because then I was getting some exercise. So that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
But I do love like just looking at the beach. Like I don't even have to go on the beach. I mean, we did, but I just love like that you can just look out the window and there's blue water and white sand, and I'm like, man, I could live on the beach.
I think the beaches up there are a little bit nicer.
They are. Yeah, they are better than ours. Yeah. I could look at that every day. That's a pretty
Ours
deal.
wasn't on the beach, but it had a pool party.
Yeah.
And we went to a matinee game, and we came back and the pool party was still going on, and it must have been part of that spring break crowd, because it was packed. We had to go inside actually to get a drink. That's wild. Because the bar was so busy and it was so crazy by the pool.
Oh my God. Well, and you said you played trivia.
We did.
Did you win?
No.
Oh, damn.
We did not.
All right. What was the prize?
It was hard trivia.
Was it?
It was really hard trivia. There was it was the same format as the trivia we play, where you wager points.
So you wager points
and
on it.
it's like the 1, 3, 5, and then the second part was 3, 5, 7. I think. Like the first half and the second. It was basically the same format, just a little bit different on the points. But each question had like a bonus question, and I mean almost like 2 out of the 3 questions had bonus questions.
Oh, dang.
And it was some hard trivia. Like some things like I've never even heard of.
You're like, what are they talking about?
Yeah. There was like a statistics something question. I was like, hell no.
That's when I'm like, gotta go.
Yeah.
Time for another drink.
But it was fun. It was fun. We didn't come in last, so that's good.
That's good. Okay.
That's good.
No, that's
At
good.
one point,
that's
I think
positive.
before the halfway point, we were in last place, but then we bumped up quite a bit towards the end. So
nice.
At least we didn't get in. And I knew not to, because it was like a 6-part answer for the final question. And I knew, do not wager all of my points on this.
Or we're going to be in the bottom of the barrel.
So
that's awesome. Well, that's good. So, you're drinking today.
Yes.
I'm not drinking today. I have a big jug of water.
I know.
Because we decided, well, for one, I'm trying to lose weight, which I've been trying to do for a long time, but
Me too.
To try a 21-day fast from booze. I have already marked it on my calendar when that's over.
Yeah. I'm like, it better be over before we go away.
It is. Because, that would be no fun.
Not gonna fly.
No, that would be no fun.
No.
But so anyways, it's, we're still here. I mean, I've got water, so
yeah.
I'll just
I'm
hydrate.
not drinking too much. I just had one seltzer.
Yeah.
Just to loosen me up
a little bit.
Yeah.
Have a little fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
just talking.
I'm hydrating so that we can survive this country that we live in. So,
God.
But we had a little review this week.
Oh, great.
That was shared, and so I thought we could share it.
Awesome.
So, what she said was, if your head is constantly spinning during the insane news cycle we are in lately, because there are no grown-ups running our country, then this podcast is for you too. It's like sitting at lunch with like-minded friends where you'll find yourself responding as you're listening with things like right and oh my God, yes, and what? Of course. So pour yourself some cab and decompress with them.
Yay!
I thought that was so sweet.
Thank you.
I know. So thank you for that. That was awesome.
That was a
that
great
made
review.
my day.
Yeah.
I was like, yay. So somebody's drinking with us.
Yay. Cheers.
Cheers. But anyway, so we've got that trip coming up here, rapidly coming up.
I know,
it's
it'll
almost,
be here before
it's almost the middle of
it's
April.
Like a month from now.
Like Wednesday's the middle of April. Like, what is happening?
Yeah, it'll be tax day.
It is tax day.
Tax day is on Wednesday.
Make sure you get your stuff done. Oh, well, today's your day. You got to get it in because this will be playing on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So if you're listening on Wednesday, make sure you get that done.
Get your taxes in.
Get them done so you don't get in trouble. Because we're the ones that get in trouble, not the billionaires.
No.
Not Trump.
No.
It's the regular Joe.
File extensions, do this, loopholes, write this off.
Write-offs,
Their
exactly.
yachts, this, that.
Yeah.
I do not think you should be able to write off a yacht.
No, because teachers can only write off like a certain amount of their supplies that they purchase.
Yes.
And these guys are writing off everything left and right. Yeah.
$100 to $1 million yachts. Like, what?
Crazy town.
It is.
Somebody's got to fix that system. Yeah. So where should we get started? Because we have pages of papers.
We do. And that's something I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
When we started this podcast, we thought we were going to be hitting on everything.
Yeah.
Relationships, sex, TV, movies, pop culture. We were going to tackle it all.
Right.
But every week, there's just so much going on in politics it's just turned into the politics show.
It is. It's the politics hour with Nathan and Dina.
Because it's just overwhelming.
It is so overwhelming.
How much news comes out every single week? It is just
and not even every week.
Overload.
Like it's like every hour
day
is just like what now?
Day,
What's
hour.
that? What's that alert?
Well, let's just Google real quick before we go on because something else is
probably happened. So let's get it in if we can.
God. So
it's
we're
crazy.
trying to expand a little bit. We're trying to add some pop culture.
Yes.
And so maybe as
and some
time
funnies
goes by,
and things that we come across.
We'll be able to
once
cover
we are
some different things.
Once we are free of Dear Leader, it'll be a whole different podcast.
Yes, hopefully
it'll be a lot more fun.
Yeah,
but I mean we have fun, and I think people have fun listening too.
We do have a lot of fun
from what I've
doing
heard
this,
for the feedback I've gotten.
Outlet for our frustrations.
It's like therapy
with this
session time.
Regime.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Yeah. Speaking of horrible regimes, so Viktor Orban is out in Hungary.
Yes,
that is amazing.
Fantastic news.
Yes, 16 years. That man has ruled with an iron fist, and he is out. The people said no more. We are done.
Yes, and Peter Magyar, he won.
Yes.
For the Tija party. Yeah. I think that's how you pronounce it.
I'm going to let you do the pronouncing.
I don't know. Tija, I don't know. But they were concerned that if they didn't win, however their legislature works, that he wouldn't be able to do, because Orban has done so much changing their constitution and rewriting, and so much of his people may have stayed in power.
Yeah.
even if he didn't win,
well,
for them not to be able to fix things.
Yeah, because he's had 16 years to make a deep state.
Yeah.
You know, talk about a deep state.
But it's looking that they won the supermajority.
Yeah,
so they'll be
awesome.
able to undo a lot of the damage that he has done to that country and to gay and trans people in that country because he made, severe laws against that
and
took away people's rights and stuff.
I think it was almost 80% of the
it
people
was a
voted.
landslide.
I mean, it was like
and
crazy.
It was the largest turnout that they've ever seen in that country.
That's amazing, and that's what the Save America Act is. That's why Trump wants that so bad, because he knows turnout ruins MAGA and Republicans. If you have a large turnout, they're not going to win, and he's scared to death of people showing up and voting. So
and one of the reasons that Trump really loved Orban so much, other than he's just another fellow dictator,
exactly,
is that Orban was able to rewrite that country's constitution under legal ways, and that is what Project 2025 fashioned themselves after. They learned a lot from him and took that into account and used it to create Project 2025.
Yeah, and they loved him so much, he sent his vice president over there to campaign for the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, on our tax dollar.
Yeah, and I heard that the polls went in the more for Peter Magyar after Vance was there.
Nobody.
And I also read that they left a couch and condoms outside of where he had visited. I don't know if it's I should have probably Googled that.
I don't know, but I think that's funny. If somebody did, that's funny.
Yeah, that is funny because he's a couch fucker.
He is a couch fucker. Oh my God, that's amazing.
That was some conspiracy theory, right?
Yeah, I don't know, but I think it's funny. I think it's funny anyways. I don't just browbeating him a little bit. That's fine. He deserves it. So we were able to get some sound from over there, a little clip of one of the people just super excited that this man is finally out.
A Hungarian citizen.
Yes, a Hungarian citizen. Should we
play the clip?
Oh my God, finally I can say that I can be a proud Hungarian, finally, after 16 years.
Yeah, I hope that's how we're going to feel when Trump is gone.
Going to be such a
But
relief.
I hope Americans can learn the lesson. You have to get out and vote. He is not going to go away unless this is a landslide that they can't change or alter or protest or insurrect. It has to be huge. We have to show out in numbers like never before, because that's what Hungary did. This is the most turnout they've ever had in their entire existence.
That's amazing.
In an election.
That's incredible.
So
yeah, and that's what has to happen. It has to be a massive, like you said, so that it cannot be argued, it cannot be fought.
Right.
They can't do anything to stop it. It's just so huge that the people have said, we are done.
Yeah.
And then we can finally, and that's the thing, like when she said I can finally be like a proud citizen again, I feel that pain, because I don't, like, even when we get to patriotic holidays, I don't want to do, like, yeah, we might still do a cookout or whatever, but it's not like, let's decorate and wear red, white, and blue and be excited. Like, you feel so ashamed.
When we were going to the game this weekend, we weren't late, but as we were standing in line to get in the stadium, the national anthem was being done inside, and I was kind of like,
oh, I'm kind of glad I missed it.
I'm kind of glad we're missing it.
I know. And we shouldn't feel that way.
I know.
But we do, because of what he's done to us.
Yeah.
And just
because it's embarrassing.
It is
honestly,
so embarrassing.
It really is.
Yes.
And I saw a poll the other day that said, and I don't remember the numbers because I'm old and can't remember shit anymore. But I don't know the numbers, but the poll basically said, and I believe it was a majority number, over 50% of Americans are embarrassed that Trump is our president.
Yes.
That's how embarrassing it is. They've taken a poll.
Yeah.
And
are
a
you
majority
embarrassed?
of the people in this country are embarrassed.
Yeah, that's wild.
There's no decorum to the office. There's no presidential...
No, I mean, he's even gauded up the Oval Office with all kinds of fake gold bullshit. I mean, he's torn down the East Wing. He's taken up the White Stone. I mean, even
the Rose Garden is
the
gone.
Rose Garden is
It looks cheap and tacky.
Oh, so
but
tacky.
I mean, aside from all of the appearances, let's just say he doesn't have good taste.
Yeah,
it's still the way he acts
and the stuff
he
says
is what's so embarrassing to Americans.
Yes,
that there is literally no decorum. There's no presidential. What's the word?
No, you do, like. There's no even like
acting presidential.
Yeah,
like
there's none.
Just none.
Yeah, I mean, just the going back to, we talked about it last week, but that Easter morning True Social post. I mean, like, my God, it's Easter. For God's sake, can you just bite your tongue for a day and put something nice out there, like Zoran Mandami did, or like President Obama did?
Yes.
I mean, my God, just put something nice out.
Exactly.
What the hell?
Well, speaking of his nasty tweets.
Yes.
He had one last night for Pope Leo.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't like Pope Leo very much.
No, not at all.
No, they're going at each other. And we have a clip of him even saying that he's not a fan of Pope Leo.
No, but I think we should read.
Yeah, let's read that. Let's read the tweet.
Or
absolutely.
Okay.
All right, you got it over there. So
I do. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to give you some highlights because it's rather long. Painfully long. Yes.
Yeah.
Pope Leo is weak on crime and terrible for foreign policy. He talks about fear of the Trump administration. I don't want a pope who thinks it's okay for Iran to have a nuclear weapon. I don't want a pope who thinks it's terrible that America attacked Venezuela, a country that was sending massive amounts of drugs into the United States, and even worse, emptying their prisons. That's all bullshit. And I don't want a pope who criticizes the president of the United States because I'm doing exactly what I was elected in a landslide to do, setting record low numbers in crime and creating the greatest stock market in history.
Yeah.
Leo should be thankful because, as everyone knows, he was a shocking surprise. He wasn't on any list to be pope and was only put there by the church because he was an American and they thought that would be the best way to deal with President Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, so full of him fucking self, first of all. But I put on social media yesterday, I was like, well, you know what? You're not a cardinal, so you don't get to pick the pope, because he kept saying, I don't want a pope, I don't want a pope. That you don't get to, it doesn't matter what you fucking want. That's totally separate. It's done by the church, has nothing to do with you.
And I heard somebody saying that it's the enclave actually believes that it's
led by God and the Spirit. And
the Pope. So it's not you, Trump.
No,
definitely not
and you don't get to say I don't like or I don't want, and they should get rid of him and whatever. And then, I mean, and like we were just a few moments ago, we were talking about the fact that there's potential that the Pentagon even threatened the cardinal who was the envoy to the United States.
Yes.
So basically that he needs to get in line and back the military and support the military. The Pope doesn't have to do shit.
Yes.
He doesn't have to do shit.
And why isn't J.D. Vance, who is
a practicing
Catholic since 2019?
Yeah.
Why isn't he standing up and speaking
saying,
up
leave
for
the Pope
his,
alone?
you know,
exactly.
his religious leader?
And then
because he probably is full of shit.
He's full of shit too. Yeah, I think he's barely. And I said, and that's the other thing I said is Trump's not even a Christian, so shut the fuck up. Yeah.
So in addition to his mean tweet about the Pope, he also had some comments that he made on video.
Yeah, should we?
Yes, play the clip.
Why did you attack Pope Leo on Truth Social?
I don't think he's doing a very good job. He likes crime, I guess. He hit us. Think of it. He's worried about fear. What about the fear when the ministers and the priests and all of those great people that were arrested during COVID, and in many cases they're outside 10 feet apart, and they were arrested. So we don't like it. We don't like a pope that's going to say that it's okay to have a nuclear weapon. We don't want a pope that says crime is okay in our cities. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of Pope Leo.
I mean, it's just laughable. Like, we're not a fan. We don't like. Okay, again, you don't get to have a say. You're not. What? What the hell?
And then he's saying the Pope. We don't want a Pope that likes nuclear
weapons and crime.
Like, ridiculous.
Like,
the Pope is saying we need peace.
Peace.
We need to stop killing one another.
And have dialogue.
Yes.
And figure out our differences and how we can coexist together. This is not that hard.
Yeah.
I mean, he's such a moron.
He is. These are the kind of things where I just.
It's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. And is. I'm like, dude, there are 1 billion Catholics on this planet. Look at how you're talking about their religious leader.
Yeah.
I'm like,
keep it up. I think you're
keep it up.
Yeah,
you're digging a hole.
Yeah, you're just digging a hole.
Yep.
You're making it easier for us every week in November.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep it up.
Absolutely.
Keep running that big pie hole of yours.
That's exactly what it is, too. Oh, my gosh. So Pope Leo then responded, also on a plane, or with plane noise.
Yeah, he was on a plane. I saw the video.
So should we?
Yes, play the clip.
I have no fear, neither the Trump administration nor speaking out loudly about the message of the gospel. And that's what I believe I am called to do, what the church is called to do. We're not politicians. We're not looking to make...
Well, he doesn't seem very bothered by it. I mean,
not at all.
Hopefully this will not remain an ongoing feud, but I don't think Trump is going to win this one if it is.
No, I don't think so either. No. And I think even the more conservative Catholics in the United States are probably like, oh, I feel really uncomfortable because, this is the Pope. And
yeah, I mean, Catholics are devout people.
Yes.
I mean, even though they might,
skip mass for half the year.
Yes. Or, do things they're not supposed to, but they
have a lot of respect for the Pope and the leaders.
And
the
their
priests
religion. And they're very much into rituals and traditions. And I just don't think they're going to let it fly.
I don't think so either.
He's attacking their
I think
leader.
It'll not go well.
No.
All right, well, we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on that one. All right, so in other religious related news, Trump posted a picture, and I'll let you describe it, but I'm sorry, he looks like Jesus Christ trying to heal a man in a hospital bed. So tell us.
It was an AI generated photo of Trump because all doctors wear messianic robes when they're performing, surgeries.
Yeah.
But it's him in these robes that are clearly Jesus-like.
Yeah, exactly.
With like the glowing orb light in one hand while he's putting hands on some hospital patient with a nurse looking up and a woman praying to him and military around. You can see in the background the Statue of Liberty and the American flag and eagles and
just like
not ships, airplanes, like military airplanes flying over. And then there's some weird like heaven
I don't know if it's supposed to be angels or
from
what.
The clouds.
Yes.
And 3 of them look to be like military people. And then the one in the middle has like a trident and wings. So people were speculating that looked like a demon. Or, to me, it looks like who's the guy that wears the trident in The Little Mermaid? King Triton.
Yes.
And but with wings, that's what it looks like. It's just absurd.
Weird.
It's just absolutely absurd.
Embarrassing.
And
but so he did
the
take
leader
it
of the free world.
Yeah, he took it down
AI
because
images of himself like this.
Like that he's some kind of superhero or some kind of messianic figure.
When they were doing the enclave for the Pope, he posted a picture of himself in a full Pope
outfit.
Regalia.
Yes.
So,
and then he does these like ones where he's muscular and beefy and all that kind of shit too.
It's just, these are the things that are embarrassing every day. Something like this
and I'm like,
happens at least once a week.
You have time to be like coming up with these AI generated photos and then taking the time to post them while the world is on fucking fire.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
And there was another one this same night, because this went on all night.
Because he stays up
from like
drinking
10
Diet Coke
at
all
night until like 4 a.m.
Yes.
He was tweeting all night long.
Yeah, crazy.
And another
shit.
one was like a Trump tower, like a really gaudy, elaborate Trump tower on the moon.
Oh, okay. That's what we're going to... No, I didn't see.
Oh, yeah.
I can't keep up. There are too many things.
That was posted shortly after the Jesus Trump was posted.
Okay. Well,
that's, I guess, that's where his next resort is.
I guess that's where we're putting the next Trump tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. But then he took it down because he got so much backlash about it.
Yeah.
And he said, I thought I was just representing the Red Cross. We support the Red Cross.
Yeah.
That because you look like you had a Red Cross outfit on.
Yeah.
So if you want to see it, you can find it on my social media because he did take it down.
Yeah. Or you can Google it because it is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
As we very well know, once it's on the internet, it's never coming off.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, once it's out there, it's out there.
There's all sorts of websites that archive all of his shit.
The Wayback
Because he does
Machine.
this all the time where he posts something and then
he takes it back down
or
and
whatever.
Yeah.
So
and
luckily there are websites that are dedicated to archiving everything.
Yeah, and it's like you said, I was like, once it's out there, it's out there.
It's out there.
It's done.
Like, you're done.
Everybody's got it.
Yeah.
We're posting it. So breaking news while we've been sitting here.
Yes.
So Congressman Eric Swalwell has a little controversy going on in his life.
Yes.
And he just said that he's going to resign from Congress after backing out of the California gubernatorial race.
Okay.
And he's been accused by some staffers of some inappropriate sexual behavior and
downright sexual assault
and just bad
unsolicited dick pics.
Yes.
All kinds of really just gross
bad
stuff.
Behavior.
Men, we do not want
your
your
dick pics.
Unsolicited dick pics. I don't know many women who are like, yes,
I
send
love
me a picture
it.
of your dick anyways, but we definitely don't want them.
Right.
If we
didn't ask for it.
them.
Right, exactly. Mm-mm. Yeah.
That is not a very photogenic part of the body, first of all. So, you don't want to see that.
Yeah. So stop doing it.
Yeah.
But he's in some hot water, and I think it's the right decision. I think that's what he should have done. Probably should have done it faster than he did it.
Well, I would just also like to say that is the difference between Republicans and Democrats. When one of our own does something that's wrong, that's inappropriate, it is immediately condemned. There was immediately Democrats calling for his resignation, along with all the Republicans, but they can't seem to do that for their own. When their own does something, inexcusable, horrific, they just cover it up, wash it over, say it's locker room talk, it's boy this, whatever, make excuses and try to sweep it under the rug with no accountability. That is the difference between Democrats and Republicans.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, even to the point where Speaker Emerita Pelosi called him and told him to get out of the governor's race.
Yeah.
And they immediately were going to start an investigation in the House. And but that's how you handle this stuff.
There were 3 other ones, 2
there
Republicans
are some more
and
that
a
they're
Democrat
after.
that they said they just wanted to get rid of all at one time.
Yes.
Let's just all 4 of them. What's
Everybody
good for
go.
the goose? There's 2 Democrats. There's 2 Republicans.
Yep.
I think one of them was accused of major fraud and mismanagement of funds.
Yes, she was.
She's under an ethics
investigation already. Yep.
Another one who was some sort of sex scandal. I don't know exactly what it was, but it is some sort of
Yep. Yeah,
scandal.
There's several of them.
And they just said, let them all go.
Yes.
It's 2 Democrats, 2 Republicans, no harm, no foul. It'll be even on
Even
both sides.
swap,
Get
even
rid
sweep.
of the
Yep.
trash out
Yes.
of our Congress. We don't need criminals, sexual predators, finance fraudsters in there. Get them out.
If they would do the same damn thing in the White House. If the Congress would do the same damn thing, because that man is a sexual predator, he is a fraudster, he is a convicted felon. Why in the hell?
A grifter, you name it.
And he's threatening war crimes. He's doing all kinds of shit, and they're just going along. Mike Johnson's just no big deal.
I was recently thinking about the war. What's the purpose behind it? Because it doesn't really seem to have any direction or any goals or any purpose, actually.
Right.
Other than, guess what? The price of gas is through the roof. And oil companies
are making a
fortune. And didn't he promise them?
Yes, he did.
When they gave him $1 billion, if you give me $1 billion to get me elected, I will make it pay off for you.
Yes, he did.
And I'm wondering if this is the payoff.
It's quite possible.
I don't know. It's just
shit.
my own little theory that I was thinking of.
Yeah, it's a good theory, because they did give him the money, and he did promise them.
Because they're saying what is the purpose of this war? The Strait of Hormuz was open.
It was already open.
We had inspectors going in, and they were complying with that. Like, what is the purpose of this war?
Yeah, and he can't give none of them can. They can't give a clear explanation as to what's going on. So, well, we'll keep watching that, I guess, too. We're just going to keep our eye on.
We were hoping not to talk about the war this week.
I know. We did it short. We did it short.
We did a short little. I just threw in my
tidbit.
My own little theory. Just
That's
thoughts
totally
I had
fine.
throughout the day.
Totally fine. So, should we lighten it up for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do a little, well, I mean, I guess it's lightening up. It's a little pop culture. Yeah, we need to bring that in. So Kanye West was kept out of the UK, and they told us why they didn't want him there. All right, so why don't you go ahead and fill us in on that then?
Well, I guess Kanye has had a long period of controversial remarks, including threats to Jewish people and praise for Adolf Hitler. He even made a song in 2025, May of last year.
I did not know this.
Named Heil Hitler, which caused further outrage. And the UK government intervened to prevent his entry, citing the risk of promoting hate, particularly after sponsors of the festival withdrew their support, because he was going there, I believe, to headline.
He was headlining a festival. Yeah.
And officials felt that allowing him to headline a major festival would act as a platform to further hate speech, which could incite violence or foster hatred.
I wish that we had the same level of excellence here that apparently the people in the UK have, that they're not going to allow hate speech and just nastiness in. And here we're letting it just float around from the White House.
So the UK government said anti-Semitic comments and pro-Nazi statements were deemed not conducive to the public good. Well, they are keeping him out, but I wish we could get him out.
Me too. I would be okay with that.
Bye.
Yeah, see you later, Gator.
Yeah.
Take your hate speech somewhere else.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. All right, so in other pop culture news, this is honestly, it's very sad, is Britney Spears, and you can fill us in on that.
She checked herself into rehab. On March 4th, she was arrested for a DUI, I think driving drunk, basically, or intoxicated. I guess that could be a number of things. But I think she was erratically driving and speeding and got pulled over and got a DUI. And 3 weeks before she's to appear at her arraignment for that, she voluntarily checked into rehab. They're not saying what it is exactly for, so we don't know that. But I think this is probably good news for her.
I think so, too.
Because I have been watching the Unhinged
I've seen them a few times
on Instagram. I mean, I don't watch them all the time, but every once in a while something will pop up, and I'll just out of curiosity. And clearly something is not right with her. I mean, I don't necessarily know if it was that she was needing a conservatorship like they had her in.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe there is an addiction problem or something like that going on. And she just seemed to be really spiraling and just not taking care of herself and her looks and her...
Right.
So...
Well, and just mental health issues.
Yes.
And so I think it's important that she take care of that and do some work to try to get herself where she needs to be.
Yeah. And the fact that she did it voluntarily and somebody else wasn't controlling
they didn't force her
situation
to it. Right.
and doing, I think is probably going to be the best outcome for
I
her.
hope so. Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah.
And I think because mental health still has such a stigma in our society. So I hope with stuff like this that maybe on the backside she can say, here's the help I got. Here's what I was struggling with.
Yeah.
And maybe it helps somebody else.
Maybe it is an addiction.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there's rumors. There's nothing really confirmed that she has issues with Adderall and alcohol. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that could definitely affect your mental health.
Oh, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
You know,
whatever it is,
that she gets the help that she needs.
Yeah. And that it can hopefully help somebody else.
Yeah.
That's what I always hope is that, somebody can get the help and then share their journey with other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Because it is, in any situation that's challenging, it's always nice when you know that you're not alone.
Yes.
That this can happen to anyone.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
Because those moments do feel like you're the only person in the world this is happening to.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So we'll see how that turns out for her.
We wish her the
hopefully
best
in
of
the
luck.
positive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully for the positive.
So one thing I always like to talk about every week, because I want to keep it in the news, is the Epstein files.
Yes.
But I didn't have to do it this week because Melania, she did it for us.
She brought it all to the forefront.
She did it for us.
And I'm like, why did she do that?
Well, it's been highly speculated that the grand speech there that she gave, if you can call it that, is because a woman named Amanda Ungaro, who it has been well known that she had very close ties to Melania Trump, threatened Melania Trump last week with legal action while vowing to tear down her corrupt system, and has been vocal on X in a series of since-deleted posts that appeared just hours before the First Lady disavowed all ties to Jeffrey Epstein or knowledge of his crimes.
Wow.
And she did say a lot of things in those tweets.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yes. Called Trump a pedophile, her pedophile husband, and said, she seemed really upset that Melania did not
just is ignoring her completely
her.
After she's known her for decades.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And I've always wondered that too. Like, when is somebody just going to say, I don't care. I don't fucking care anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to spill the beans.
Yeah.
Like, I just have been like,
I think
why
the
hasn't
same
it been
thing.
happening?
I don't know. I mean, except for the fact that people are scared for their lives.
Yeah.
I mean, but that I've wondered the same thing. Like, at what point is somebody going to finally just say, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to say this is what's going on?
Well, I think this woman feels like she has nothing left to lose.
Yeah.
Because she had a child with her and her partner that she had a child with were both ambassadors for Trump, I believe, the first time, and now he's a special envoy. And she got deported very suspiciously after her, and they weren't married, so I'm just going to say her partner had a child together, and were going through a very heated custody battle.
Interesting. Okay.
So she loses her custody battle, gets deported out of the country because she's from Brazil, and feels, I would feel like I had nothing left to lose.
I might as well just
only child,
spill the beans.
I'm in another country. I never have access to him again. Like,
Wow.
That could definitely set you off, I guess.
Yeah, totally would. Totally would. Well, I think it's super interesting, and I say Google it and do your research because it's out there.
Yeah,
it's all over the place.
It is,
except for in like typical mainstream
yeah.
news sources because they mask shit.
Yeah, they buried that one really well.
Yeah, they totally did.
But I think I think her tweets had like, before it was removed, like hundreds of thousands of views.
That is wild.
So
it was out there.
Yeah. And once it gets out there, it's always out there somewhere.
It's always out there somewhere.
You can find it.
Yep, on the Wayback Machine.
Amanda Ungaro and Paolo Zampoli.
Yes. All right, well, thank you, First Lady, for bringing the Epstein Files back to the forefront.
Yes.
We appreciate you for doing that.
Yeah.
As we will continue to discuss them here.
Sometimes I wonder, like, are they really that
I know.
Stupid?
I know.
You know, like, are they really that dumb that, like, they think
that somehow just going to make it stop?
Yeah, it's just going to, yeah.
Well, if Melania's press conference wasn't bad enough press for the Trump administration this week, his own MAGA media is turning on him. From Alex Jones to Megyn Kelly to Candace Owens to Tucker Carlson. Every one of them has something to say about him.
So interesting.
It is so interesting. And I think a lot of it does have to do with the Epstein files because he was, I'm going to release him. And then they're holding him back like as much as they can. And then,
they're all let down because he's not really fulfilling his promise of America first.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's why you see Marjorie Taylor Greene. I mean, they're all just, there is a fracture that is happening there. They're turning on him.
They're turning on him, but I think it's also about self-preservation.
Oh, 100%.
Because I think they see the ship might be going down.
Correct.
And they don't want to go down with it.
No, because they got to keep making money. So they've got to figure out how to get away from the rats running off a sinking ship, basically, like you just said.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple of clips. We've got one of Megyn Kelly cussing up a storm, and we've got one of Candace Owens. So why don't we start with Megyn?
All right.
Should we?
I hate her, but play the clip.
Now, as you can imagine, that post did not go over well with the Iranians. Or with many Americans. I mean, I don't know about you, but I am sick of this shit. I'm sick of it. Can't he just behave like a normal human? I mean, honestly, like the president, 3D chess, shut up. Fucking shut up about that shit. You don't threaten to wipe out an entire civilization. We're talking about civilians.
So she's sick of that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I guess she's feeling what we've been feeling all this time.
It's about time.
Embarrassed.
It's about time.
Embarrassed by her president.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
glad you could wake up and smell the coffee.
Smell the coffee
Megyn.
A little bit. Yeah.
That's what we've been feeling for the last 10 years.
For a damn
mortified
decade.
And embarrassed.
Yeah.
By somebody who cannot act like a decent human being.
Since the moment he came down that escalator, it has been a shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Candace Owens also had some words for him too, should we?
Yes. Play the clip.
Because MAGA is no longer commanded by you, and you know it. You know it. You belong to the Epstein class. That is your legacy now.
So I really can't stand Megyn Kelly, and I'm not a huge fan of Candace Owens either.
Yeah, me
at
either.
all.
Yeah.
Like I don't, but she has that quality of crazy that you just can't help but want to see what she says next.
Yes,
it's like a train wreck.
Yeah, you just keep watching.
You just can't help yourself from watching because she's just a special kind of crazy.
She is a special kind of crazy. Well, he, the president of the United States, also took to Truth Social. Mm-hmm. It's a long-ass post, so I'm only going to read the first sentence. But he says, I know why Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones have all been fighting me for years, which is not true. Especially by the fact that they think it is wonderful for Iran, the #1 state sponsor of terror, to have a nuclear weapon. Because they have one thing in common. Low IQs. They're stupid people.
Oh, my God.
And then he goes on and on and on and on for quite a while.
Yeah. Did we talk about the Alex Jones clip last week?
No, I don't think we've talked about Alex Jones.
We off the chain.
We ignore him.
His clip seemed very threatening to Trump.
I thought so too.
Like it was, say one more word about me. I dare you.
Yes.
I dare you. I can, it seemed very.
I'm like, what dirt do you have?
Yeah.
I want to know. Spill the beans.
Come
Spill
on,
the
somebody
beans.
Just do it.
Yes. It's crazy to me.
Come on.
I want to know.
Spill the tea.
Spill the tea. But yeah, so MAGA is fracturing, and his little media bubble is coming after him.
To watch them eating their own.
I know. It is so much fun. Yeah. Yes. Let them keep doing it.
What is that? The leopard that ate your face or something?
Yes. Yeah. I say let them keep doing it because it just makes everything much easier for us. It's less campaign ads because they're just tearing each other up.
Yeah, it is fun to watch.
Oh my gosh. Well, Dina.
Yes.
It's about that time.
Is it already?
It is already. Can you believe it?
I can.
All right. So it's time for What the Fuck? All right, Dina. So why don't you share your What the Fuck of the week?
My What the Fuck of the week is so disturbing. We have pundits, leaders, politicians, Stephen Miller's wife, Katie Miller.
Oh, God, yeah.
Going on national television or podcasts or wherever they can spout their mouth off, saying that they are concerned about the low birth rate in this country and that a contributing factor to that is teen girls 15 to 19 are not having as many kids.
Right.
They're not having as many babies as they used to. This is creating a problem for our population.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yes. And you have a clip. I've got thoughts on this, but you have a clip. Should we?
Sure. Play the clip.
Absolutely. We still have 3.6 million births a year, but the problem is teens and young adults. From ages 15 to 19, the fertility rate is down 7%, and it's down 70% over the last 2 decades, meaning we're telling people that are young not to have babies, to wait till they're in a more stable life situation, till they're more financially secure. Maybe they haven't found the right partner.
Maybe they haven't found the right partner?
Right.
Yeah. Hello.
That's usually what you want to do before you start having babies.
And just forget about the financially stable part.
Right.
I mean,
like, heaven forbid somebody wants to actually have their shit together before they bring another human into the world. Come on, man.
This just blows my mind.
It blows my mind too, because I grew up in the church. I grew up in the purity culture of don't have sex till you get married.
Yeah.
And here they're like, no, we want 15 to 19-year-olds to help us populate the earth. Like, what the hell?
Yes. And what are most teen pregnancies between 15 and 19? Between, unmarried people.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like 15-year-olds are going out and having weddings.
Right, exactly. So it just blows my mind, because I'm like, what happened to what I was told is a whole different... It
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm like, what fucking timeline are
we living in?
This is crazy.
It's crazy
times. Crazy times.
Crazy town. Oh, so many things that you could say about that, but
except what the fuck?
What the fuck is about
it.
that?
That's all I can say.
Wraps it up real good.
Yeah.
Oh
all
my
right,
gosh.
so what's your what the fuck?
Mine's brief. But I am always amazed at the way that these people will gather around Trump and kiss his ass. Like the circle jerk cabinet meetings where they're like, thank you, Mr. President, for this opportunity to serve at your pleasure, and da-da-da-da-da. And so Todd Blanche, who is now running the DOJ because Pam Bondi got the boot, he was talking about, if I stay in this job or I go to another job, this is how I'm going to respond. I have to play the clip. Should we?
All right. Play the clip.
If he chooses to nominate somebody else and I go back to being the DAG, that's an honor. If he chooses to nominate somebody else and asks me to go do something else, I will say, thank you very much. I love you, sir. So I don't have any goals or aspirations beyond that.
Thank you very much. I love you, sir. I love you, sir? That's what he expects, doesn't he?
Yeah. He wants bootlickers.
He wants his ass licked clean after he takes a dump.
Yeah.
That's what he wants them doing.
He wants bootlickers.
What a sick, twisted. I have never seen something so bizarre.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. Well,
and why these people are just willing to,
and they're willing to do it for
what?
power.
For what?
I don't
That's
know.
What I don't
like
know.
what
money, power. What is it?
I don't know.
It's not notoriety.
No.
I mean, unless you want to count infamy.
Yeah, exactly. So my thoughts are, what the fuck
For sure.
is that? I love you, dear leader.
Yes.
Oh, disgusting.
Yeah.
Ugh, grosses me out.
Me too.
Oh, anyways, Dina, where can they find you?
They can find me on Facebook at Dina with Blue Notes News and Instagram Dina_with Blue Notes News. How about you, Nathan?
Yeah, they can find me on Facebook at Nathan Montgomery and on Instagram at NateMont520. And you can find Blue Notes News on Facebook and Instagram at Blue Notes News.
Yeah.
So make sure to leave us a review, send us a message, whatever you want to do, but let us know you're there, and we appreciate every one of you and love having you part of this community.
Yeah.
So have a good week.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.